So let's talk about, for people who maybe don't know, what Neighborhoods Day is and why it's become so important.
Well, Neighborhoods Day is a community-wide, citywide community service day unlike any in the nation. What's unique about it is that it involves literally more than 100 events. Churches, block clubs can use having events in their own neighborhoods, not at Belle Isle, not at Hart Plaza, not at a big golf tournament. Nothing wrong with that. But this day was created strictly to appreciate the people in the neighborhood so they can feel appreciated and respected. And so this day, we ask all the churches and block clubs and community groups, which this day will be August the 5th, to have their own event to show how they're making a difference in their neighborhood. Some people do cleanup, some people have festivals, some people have school supply giveaways, resource fairs, job fairs, concerts, things for kids and activities for kids, old-fashioned block parties, meet and greets. So each group does its own thing. One unique thing about this, Steve, when we started Neighborhoods Day, when you hear about it, the first thing they say is, where is it? Well, it's where you want it to be.
It's everywhere.
What do you want to do? How long should we do it? How long you want to do it? So it's a totally, the neighborhood people are empowered. It's not coming down on high from some executive's office or some foundation or some corporation. People in the neighborhoods, the little block clubs all over the city of Detroit, and churches, and we have many churches involved and businesses as well. So that's what's unique about it. So you live, get in your car, drive, as I do every Neighborhood Day, all over the city and see all these incredible events. The thing in that I see wherever I go, people are smiling and they're happy. And there's so much other type of news that we seem with that this is a day to take a break. But I want to emphasize Neighborhood Day is not about one day, because this day, people do this work all year long. But on this day, and I think I've used this with you, Steve, and it's a good one, so I'll use it again. Your parents love you every day, but on your birthday, you get the chocolate cake. And Neighborhood Day is a chocolate cake for all the people in the neighborhoods of Detroit who do all this work. It's the day where we put the spotlight, and you and media play a very important part, because this media coverage, again, it inspires people to get involved. And we have hundreds and hundreds of volunteers involved in these little neighborhood groups all over the city. And so somebody do something, they'll say, oh, why aren't we doing that? Why can't we do that? How can we get involved? And so the whole idea is to motivate people to not just sit on the sidelines, but to get involved. And I think I've used this analogy a lot. Jesus is coming, but he's probably not coming tonight. Okay? That means we have to be the Calvary.
So one of the things that I think is really important, the message that's really important about Neighborhoods Day, is when we're organized in Detroit, when we organize with each other, when we decide for ourselves what our neighborhood is going to be like and how they're going to function, things go much better than when we're not doing that, or when we let other people do that. And Neighborhoods Day is really a celebration of that, I feel like, almost more than anything else.
Yes, absolutely. People ask me, well, Luther, what's a good neighborhood? 9 times out of 10, it's an organized neighborhood. There's somebody there driving that car. It doesn't have to be a big neighborhood association. Sometimes it's a small little neighborhood, one little block. But somebody has to say, this is our block, and this is our neighborhood. We're going to love it, and we're going to form a committee. We're going to have some people from coffee and figure out what we need to do about the garbage piling up here, or car driving too fast through the neighborhood, or public safety issues. And one of the things we like is that we got a lot of cooperation from the city of Detroit. They arranged, Ron Brundage, who's head of the City Department of Public Works, he arranged for special pickups after the people who are doing beautification and cleanup projects. They arranged for special pickups to drive through and pick up. Some people think we're the city of Detroit. I have to remind them, we're not the city of Detroit. We don't have trucks to do that, but we have a good relationship with the city of Detroit. We've been very helpful with us in terms of making this day possible. But you're absolutely right. It's about taking kind of control of your destiny and not just saying, why don't they? Why, you listen to the radio sometimes, why don't they? Why don't they? Why don't they? Well, why don't you? And so you don't have to do a big, huge project. You can do something small. One of our board members, Tony McElwain, who for years ran Radio Community, has an expression I think is very true. She says, most people are waiting to be led.
Right.
Most people are waiting to be led. So if you get up and start doing something, somebody else will start doing something. And the whole idea is to be actively involved and engaged. And that's the most important thing we want to happen on Neighborhood Day. People say, we're going to take control of this. We can't do everything, but we can do a lot. Mm-hmm. The mayor's not coming to my block. The governor's not coming. The president's not coming. My congressman's not coming in most cases. So we're there. So we have to take some ownership of that. And the most inspiring thing is, Steve, to see these people. And I made so many great friends all over the city. And you never know how you're touching people. I could be in a grocery market and somebody will come say, you're that community guy. What's that thing you do? And I said, really? People are paying attention. So for me, it's very heartfelt and rewarding for me just to know that in some small way, I can, with all these other people out here, because it's really not on me. And the Rise Detroit, we're a very small organization. And we have the NAACP or focus up. We've got a paid staff of 2 people and some volunteers in the board of directors.
Yeah.
And all of us, but strategically, we have put together this formula where we're motivating other people. We are not trying to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to create a literacy program because there's literacy programs all over Detroit that we can support and help. We don't have to create a gardening program because there's a gardening program. If we could give more visibility, more volunteers, and through exposure like this with you, then it helps raise all boats.
Yeah.
So we really are all in this together. And our thing is just, you want a better Detroit, I want a better Detroit. How can we work together to make it happen?
Watch One Detroit, Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.